Hello again, YouTube, DJ here again with another video. Today I will be explaining on what kind of creatures you will be experiencing in the game Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter. There are many different kinds of creatures and animals in Carnivores. Some are dangerous and some are normal little plant eaters, and some are just neutral you can kill that you don't really get any prizes from. First, I will explain the concept of carnivores. What you do is you play as, the player, and you start out with with somewhat iffy dinosaurs and a somewhat of an iffy gun to start out with, and you progress your way up as you kill more and more dinosaurs to earn credit. And the credit is basically like game money. And if you get enough credit, you can buy new guns and get new dinosaurs. What I recommend, though, is before you get that new little cool dinosaur, you should probably earn a bit more credits, because if you get killed by the dinosaur, because it may be dangerous, you could easily just go back in. For me, I have a lot of credits, and I would not call myself a veteran since I have not been playing for long, but I'm pretty much an expert at the game. I wouldn't call myself a veteran because that would be a very much more than an expert. I am actually a certified Dinosaur Hunter. But anyways, as I was saying, and sorry for bragging, but the bragging was what I just said. But as I was saying, in carnivores, you hunt dinosaurs. That's basically it. And anyways, just earn more guns. But there's something you should know. There's a lot of different tips and ideas and stuff that smart players will do. So there may not be comments on this video, but if you get angry at me for saying these tips, don't be. Because I'm not saying you're stupid for not using these tips, but yeah. Also, shout out to Sorian Target for showing me these tips on his video. You should go check it out. Anyways, as I was saying, there are about 10 tips you should know. First of all, wind. Yes, there is wind in the game. In the ambience in the background, there's not really ambience, but in the top left corner, there's a compass. And that arrow is the wind direction. So, what does this mean? Well, if the arrow is pointing straight ahead and you're facing at a dinosaur, it's probably going to scare the dinosaur away or cause a carnivore to start chasing you instantly. But if it's facing towards you, it's not going to smell you. Because dinosaurs, there is a lot of sense of smell in the game. And the game I'm playing is the pro version, and there's a lot of dinosaurs. If you're playing the free version, you're not going to get that much dinosaurs. You're going to get 3 dinosaurs and 2 guns and that stuff. But yeah. Anyways, the next tip I would give you is be silent. Silence is very important in carnivores, because if you're, say, hunting a T-Rex or an Allosaurus on the free version, or a Chasmosaurus also on the free version, you're probably going to want to be silent, so that way it will not hear you, and either run away or charge at you. For T-Rexes, there is a split second before it runs at incredible speeds towards you. In the next video, I will explain the stats of these creatures. And you can go play the game for yourself in order to use the tips, and if they work, good job for you. If they don't, then I apologize. But anyways, as I was saying, there is no crouching in the game, so you have to be incredibly silent and walk slowly, so that way your big hunting boots won't clop around. There are no melee weapons in the game, and if you do not know what melee is, it would be something like a sword or a knife. Only guns. The weakest gun would be the simple pistol, because it's a simple handgun, but the strongest weapon is also a handgun, but it's a revolver. It is the strongest weapon you can find in the game. The most silent weapon? The X-bow. You get it at the start of the game if you're lucky. But, yeah. The X-bow I recommend you use during starters, but you shouldn't use it quite often so you don't waste the credits you start out with. This tip I would give you is choose the correct time in order to fire your gun. Say that you have a lone stegosaurus sitting there and is quite far away. You don't want to go in guns a-blazing. You want to creep closer in order for it to not instantly run away. But anyways, yeah, because sometimes, here's another tip. Be aware of your surroundings, because sometimes when you're hunting an herbivore, a carnivore could randomly spawn, and you can know when a carnivore spawns when you hear very low-pitched running, which could possibly be a medium-sized carnivore such as an Allosaurus or a Velociraptor. The dinosaurs in this game are not scientifically accurate like the present day. The dinosaurs in Carnivores are something like the dinosaurs back then in the 1900s when they were first discovered and not accurately depicted and not well studied enough. Because the raptors in this game are massive, like dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Or velociraptors in Jurassic Park is what I meant to say. Anyways, something to note again, which is another tip, is noise. You have to listen to your surroundings. And if you're not careful, like I said, you could be creeped up on by either a medium-sized carnivore or a Spinosaurus. Here's a little story time. One time, I was hunting a T-Rex, and it was below a cliffside, so I was easily going to snipe it with a sniper rifle. Yes, there are sniper rifles in this game. I got creeped up on by a Spinosaurus, which, again, not scientifically accurate. It was super fast, and I could not escape, so I got killed by it, and I did not want to get killed by the T-Rex, so I pulled out my revolver really quickly, but could not kill it and died. In this game, you can easily revive if you want to watch an ad, or just give up and try again. Which trying again will end up having you spawn in the same map, but the dinosaurs that you chose for the round that you were hunting in would be in different locations. Next tip would be, it's a tip that I usually use. Be wise with your credits. If you say want to hunt a lot of dinosaurs with a lot of guns, you might want to hold on that or hold off on that and hunt only one dinosaur, but you can use all of your guns, which wouldn't be a problem, because I usually hunt a T-Rex with every single weapon in case I run out of ammunition. Yes, there is actually ammunition in this game, and you have to be aware of it, which is why I recommend you hunt with more than one gun, which just hunting with more than one gun is selecting more than one gun. You can select more than one dinosaurs, but as I said, be careful with your credits. Okay, now time for some tips for the free version players. If you want to, you can play Carnivores for free, because the actual pro version of the game, which gives you all the dinosaurs, all the maps, and all of the guns, costs $2 on the App Store on mobile. If you buy the free version, which yes, it is free, you only get the Parasaurolophus, the Allosaurus, and the Chasmosaurus. Which, the Chasmosaurus is your best bet for a lot of credits, because it gives you a lot of score, and score equals money, and money equals credits. Which, you only get a shotgun and a pistol if you want to hunt one of these dinosaurs. Allosaur hunts aren't that hard if you get a revolver, but you don't have a revolver, you only have shotgun and pistol. But if you are lucky, really, really lucky, an ad will pop up that will give you either one dinosaur or one of the guns. Which, naturally, you will not get an ad for the Tyrannosaurus since it's the most powerful, but you will get an ad for the revolver, even though it's the most powerful gun. But I want to warn you with something, and this is for both the free version and the pro version. I use the pro version, so I'm just gonna throw this tip out there. Don't get the two mixed up. You can easily tell which is which by looking at the prices. One will say free, one will say $1.99. $1.99 counts as $2. This is not a mathematics channel. This is a dinosaur channel and an educational channel for gaming. And actually an educational channel for science. Anyways, back on the topic. Don't mix up the two, and be careful during the wild. For the pro version, I have to warn you this as well. Guns matter on what you use. Because guns, they make a lot of noise in real life. And in game, they also make a lot of noise. Game noise matters, as you know from the tip earlier when I said if you make too much noise, you'll scare off what you're hunting. Carnivores, like the actual carnivores in the game, not the game carnivores, like, they don't either, if they're too close, they won't run away. They will chase you down. But if they're far away, they will run away, other than the T-Rex. Anyways, as I was saying, noise matters. Because if your gun is too loud, like the revolver, which is not only the most powerful, but it's the loudest gun in the game, you will be heard by everything in the map. So if you're hunting a T-Rex and you want it to start chasing you down so you can jump off of a cliff, and there's no fall damage in Carnivores, by the way, so you can easily jump off of a cliff and it won't chase you there. What it will do is it will try to get down the cliff, but they're not smart, and it will try to jump off of the cliff as well, but they cannot due to a magical barrier. The magical barrier does not work for you, but it works for the dinosaurs. So if you're hunting a T-Rex, you can easily shoot it, which I want to give you this tip. It is very important whenever you're hunting a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know how I said earlier, when you get a split second before it starts chasing you? Take that to your advantage and shoot it in the eye. That is its most weakness, and you can easily one-shot it with any gun, even the pistol. You can one-shot it if you hit it in the eye. Shooting it anywhere else with all of your ammunition and a reload for everything else will not work. You will die if you do that. Shoot it in the eye. Remember that. That is a expertise tip. You have to remember that whenever hunting a Tyrannosaurus. Same goes for an Allosaurus. Don't let it get too close or you'll die. Same for a Spinosaurus. Don't let it get too close or you'll die. Same for every other carnivore in the game. Don't let it get too close or you'll die. But earlier I did say don't let it get too far and don't let it get too close. There's kind of a little point where it's about 22 meters away from you where you can easily shoot it with anything and it will obviously go down, as you know. As I was saying, don't let it get too close. Next up, I'm going to be teaching you some tricks that you might be able to use while hunting. One of them is a distraction. Now, there aren't many distractions in the game, but an easy one are cliffs. Or an easy one is a cliff. Well, cliffs aren't really a distraction, but I count it as one. So, basically what a cliff will do to help you, you just jump off of it, and the dinosaur may even give up and walk away if it's a herbivore charging you down. If it's a carnivore, however, it will not stop trying to get down into the cliff until it gets to you. Which this can go for any carnivore. It can go for an Allosaurus. It can go for a T-Rex. It can go for anything. Next up is observer mode. Observer mode is a kind of mode in carnivores where it allows you to see a dinosaur without it either running away or attacking you. And of which I usually use observer mode to observe the beauty of prehistory. Which, actually, it's old prehistory. But anyways, observer mode will help you see the perfect points, and of which that the dinosaur's movements, that's a good one, or even when it will stop, possibly sniff the air, that will be a good shooting point. Or when a T-Rex is charging something down, which it naturally won't do that, it will sniff the air, and that's a good point to snipe it. If you miss, you're screwed, because if you shoot it, it won't stop, roar, and then charge at you. It will just, if you shoot it, it will simply charge at you. Specifically for parasaurs, you're gonna want to try and find some sort of cliff where it will not see you and instantly run away, because that's what the parasaur and carnivores will do, which the Parasaurolophus, that's what it stands for, are very good listeners. They hear everything, which, like I said earlier, stay quiet. If you're not quiet, you'll lose your prey, which your prey is often the starter animal, the Parasaurolophus, which the Parasaur is an easy herbivore challenge. But there's also big ones, like the Ankylosaurus, which is not really that big. The Ankylosaurus is actually not that big. Let's just save that for our next video, which is going to explain the stats of normal herbivores, dangerous herbivores if they get harmed, and then just plain carnivores. So let's wait for that to the next video. That's a little sneak peek on what's going to happen in the next vid. Anyways, the Ankylosaurus will never stop running. Because if you want to kill an Ankylosaurus for your trophy room, yes, there's a trophy room in case you want to have a dinosaur for safekeeping, which I recommend to have expensive dinosaurs and not normal little ones. But anyways, as I was saying, Ankylosaurs will never stop running. They're really, really fast, and they will never, ever stop running if you're chasing it down, which I recommend you just relocate in front of it and then shoot it and kill it. The thing to note is dinosaur spawns, which there's a lot of possibilities of what's going to spawn. Which, what can spawn is literally anything other than the T-Rex. Which, if you're hunting something like a Stegosaurus, you may find something like a Parasaur near your spawn area. So this is something to note, which is if you're hunting something such as a carnivore or something, look around your area and you may find something that it's not on your hunting list, which is really good because it may be something that you did not unlock yet, and you can earn a lot of credits and get the thing that you are wanting to hunt. Another tip would be to turn on tranquilizers. I know that some players don't know this, but there are tranquilizers on carnivores, which tranquilizers are super important. If you want to not have a random dinosaur that's not supposed to be there in your trophy room, turn on tranquilizers, and you can still earn credits, just not have it in your trophy room, which in the trophy room, you will have stuff that you want to keep, like your first kill, your most largest kill, your most expensive kill, the kill that your dad got, of which you don't see for a long time. Not get into family business. Anyways, as I was saying, trophy room, tranquilizers, sound, wind, dinosaurs, it's all fun and games. Anyways, I think that's all I really have to say about this tips and tricks video. So, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, because this is my second video on YouTube. So, thanks for watching. DJ over and out.